Good evening, teachers. So here is another presentation on licensure examination for teachers review. So in this particular presentation, we will be talking about world history, no? Pwede din itong lalabas sa social studies and general education. Okay? So this video consists of 15 questions with rationalization. So again, ang i-explain ko is just the answers. Okay? So let's start. Number one, when did the Great Irish Famine begin? A. 1845, B 1810, C 1895, and D 1925. Okay, the answer is letter A. It's 1845. So the Great Irish famine began in 1845. So it was the Irish potato famine, also known as the Great Hunger. It began in 1845 when a mold known as Phytophthora infestans caused a destructive plant disease that spread rapidly throughout Ireland. Okay, so the infestation ruined up to one half of the potato crop that year and about three quarters of the crop over the next 7 years. So, because the tenant farmers of Ireland then ruled as a colony of Great Britain, they relied heavily on the potato as the source of food. So the infestation had a catastrophic impact on Ireland and its population. Okay, so before the famine ended in 1852, the potato famine resulted in the death of roughly 1 million Irish from starvation and related causes. No? So with at least another million forced to leave their homeland as refugees. So when we say famine, it is an extreme scarcity of food or great shortage. Okay, so we go to question number two. Okay, so what was the bloodiest battle of the Civil War? A. 7 Days Battle. B. Battle of Gettysburg. C. Battle of Shiloh. And D. Overland Campaign. Okay, so the answer is Battle of Gettysburg. Okay, so here are some facts, no, on the battle. No, the Union has the victory on this battle. No, um, there are about 165,620 armed forces no engaged in the battle, in which 57% of those mentioned population are Union, and then the 43% are from Confederate. Okay, so the Battle of Gettysburg was a 3-day battle in the American Civil War fought between Union and the Confederate forces between July 1 to July 3, 1863 in and around Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Now, so the battle, which was won by the Union, is widely considered the Civil War turning point, ending the Confederacy aspiration to establish an independent nation. Okay, so it was the Civil War's bloodiest battle, claiming over 50,000 combined casualties over 3 days. So the Battle of Gettysburg was a 3-day battle in the American Civil War fought between the Union and the Confederate. Okay, and moving forward to question number three. Okay, so question number three, which era immediately followed the American Civil War? A. Gilded Age, B. Reconstruction, C. Reformation, and D. Renaissance. Okay, so the answer is letter B. It's Reconstruction. Reconstruction America after the Civil War. Okay, so the Reconstruction era was a period in United States history following the American Civil War, dominated by the legal, social, and political challenges of abolishing slavery and reintegrating the former Confederate States of America into the United States. Okay, so during this period, there are amendments added to the United States Constitution to grant equal civil rights to the newly freed slaves. All right. So we go to question number four. Which treaty ended the War of 1812? A. The Treaty of Brest-Litovsk, Litovsk, and then B. Treaty of Ghent, C. Treaty of Versailles, and D. Maastricht Treaty. Okay, the answer is letter B. It's Treaty of Ghent. Okay, so it was the Treaty of Ghent was the peace treaty that ended the War of 1812 between the United States and the United Kingdom. It took effect in February 1815. So both sides signed it on December 24, 1814 in the city of Ghent, United Netherlands, now Belgium. Okay, so question number five, whose assassination began World War One? A. Archduke Franz Ferdinand, B. Winston Churchill, C. Tsar Nicholas II, and D. David Lloyd George. The answer is letter A. It has been reviewed no on my previous vlog. No, it was Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Okay, so the assassination or the as- he was assassinated by Gavrilo Princip in Sarajevo, Bosnia in 1914. So the Serbian nationalist organization known as the Black Hand in 1914. So this event triggered a series of events that led to the outbreak of World War One. Okay. Number six, who was Emiliano Zapata? A physicist, B, a baseball player, C, a musician, and D, a revolutionary. Okay, so the answer is yes, this picture. He was Emilio Zapata. He was a revolutionary. Okay, so Emiliano Zapata was a Mexican revolutionary and champion of agrarianism who fought in guerrilla actions during and after the Mexican Revolution and the year 1911 to 1917. He also promulgated no, the land reforms, redistributing land to the peasants. Number seven, who restored democratic rule to the Philippines after the long dictatorship of Ferdinand Marcos? A. Corazon Aquino, B. Fidel Ramos, C. Manuel Rojas, and D. Benigno Aquino Jr. Okay, the answer is letter A. It's Corazon C. Aquino. Okay, so um President Corazon C. Aquino was a political leader who became president of the Philippines in 1986. So Aquino restored democratic rule after the long dictatorship of Ferdinand Marcos. She was the first woman to hold the office as Philippine president. Next, number eight. Okay, which renowned inventor is known for his many patents? A. Thomas Edison, B. Albert Einstein, C. Nikola Tesla, and D. Dwight Eisenhower. Okay, the answer is Thomas, no? Thomas Edison. Okay, so he was an American inventor and businessman. He developed many devices in the fields such as power generation, mass communication, sound recordings, and motion pictures. So this inventions, which include the phonograph, the motion picture camera, and early version of electric light bulbs, no, have a widespread impact on the modern industrialized world. Okay, so because Thomas Edison was the most famous inventor in American history, though he is best known for his invention of the phonograph and bulb, electric bulb. So Edison took out 1,093 patents in the variety of fields, including electric light and power technology and telegraphy and sound recording. Okay, so when we say patent, it is a legal document that gives the holder exclusive right to an invention for a period of time. Okay, next, we go to question number 9. Who is known as the father of medicine? A. Hippocrates, B. Augustus, C. Hesiod, and D. Hippocrates. The answer is Hippocrates, letter D. Okay, so Hippocrates, the ancient Greek physician who is considered the father of modern medicine. So Hippocratic, as you can see in the picture attached, no, there is a Hippocratic oath. That is an oath of ethics historically taken from by the physician. So it is one of the most widely known of Greek medical texts. In its original form, it requires a new physician to swear, no, a number of healing gods to uphold specific ethical standards. The oath is the earliest expression of medical ethics in the Western world, so establishing several principles of medical ethics which remain a paramount significance up until today. Okay, so we go to question number, that was question number 9, right? So we go to question number 10. Which city was the site of massacre followed by a tea party? A. Providence, C. Boston, C. Salt Lake City, and D. New York City. The answer is letter B. It's Boston. So in 17, it happened, no, during the year 1770. The redcoats fired on a colonial mob. No, 5 died, and it was called the Boston Massacre. In response, no, to the Tea Act, Bostonians snuck through British tea into the harbor. Next, question number 11. Which leader was overthrown by the U.S. invasion of Iraq in 2003? Is it A. Indira Gandhi, B. Saddam Hussein, C. King Saud, and D. Abdel Gamal Nasser? The answer is Saddam Hussein. Okay, so on March 20, 2003, the invasion is launched, and Baghdad is attacked with missiles and bombs in an attempt to target Saddam Hussein and bring down the government. On April 9, 2003, the American troops stormed Baghdad, and the statue of Saddam is toppled in Firdos Square um, in Baghdad. Okay, in a symbolic collapse of the government. So this is Saddam Hussein. Okay. Now we go to question number 12. Okay, all of this empire collapsed at the end of World War One, except A. British Empire, B. Germany, C. Austria-Hungary, and D. Ottoman Empire. Okay, the answer is British Empire. So all of those empire collapsed except British Empire. Okay, so at the end of World War One, no, the British Empire expanded still, no, expanded its territories by claiming many of the territories previously held by Germany, Austria, and Ottoman Empire. Okay, number 13. Which peasant girl led the French army at Orleans during the Hundred Years' War? A. Elizabeth I, B. Eleanor of Aquitaine, D. John of Arc, and D. Mathilde of Flanders. The answer is John of Arc. Okay, so she was a peasant girl who, believing that she was acting under the divine guidance, led the French army in a momentous victory at Orleans that repulsed an English attempt to conquer France during the Hundred Years of War. So during the years 1337 to 1453. Okay. Number 14. All right. Number 14. What organization was created after World War II to prevent it from happening again? Is it A, North Atlantic Free Trade Organization, B, United Nation, C, European Union, and D, Warsaw Pact? Okay. The answer here is United Nations. Okay, so the most famous organizational created uh, or famous organization created after World War II was the United Nations. So this was a successor to the League of Nations. So its main function was to do various things that would help to ensure peace and to prevent another world war from erupting in the future. So the United Nations is a diplomatic and political international organization whose stated purpose are to maintain peace and security, develop friendly relations among nations, achieve international cooperation, and serve as a center for harmonizing the actions of all nations. Number 15, in what country did the Battle of Waterloo take place? A. Belgium, B. France, C. the Netherlands, and D. Germany. Okay, so the answer here is Belgium. Okay, so the country that the Battle of Waterloo took place is was Belgium. So the Battle of Waterloo, which took place in Belgium on June 1815, marked the final defeat of Napoleon Bonaparte, who conquered much of Europe in the early 19th century. So Napoleon rose through the ranks of the French army during the French Revolution. Okay, he seized control of the French government in 1799 and became emperor in 1804. Through the Napoleonic Wars, he expanded his empire across Western and Central Europe. So the Battle of Waterloo, in which Napoleon's forces were defeated by the Prussians and the British, led by Duke of Wellington, marked the end of his reign and of France's domination in Europe. Okay? All right, so that would be all. So this, as I have said, this question consists only of 15 questions. So more videos will follow after this. So I hope that you get something in here that you can answer, no, during the licensure examination for teachers on September 2024. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in and having me today, and it is my pleasure to share this um, let review questions to you. Okay, so thank you so much, and God bless us all. Have a nice day ahead.